Hello everyone, I am Ted Vinman. I am a Thian Buddhist monk from Vietnam. I am studying at Maha Chulalongkorn Raja Vidyalaya University, Thailand. And today, I would like to talk about a topic, a future for Vietnamese Buddhism in the United States of America. As we know, the origins of Buddhism is Asian, and the founder of Buddhism was Prince Siddhartha Gautama, who became a fully enlightened holy man, and everybody called him the Buddha. The Buddha was born to a royal family in Nepal and attained full enlightenment at Bodh India after many years of study and practice. After the Buddha entered Nirvana and later died, his disciple carried on his teaching. Initially, there were many different schools that spread through India and to surrounding countries. After a period of time, there arose two dominant schools, the Mahayana and Theravada tradition, as we know today. But the Buddhism was not known in the West at the time of the Buddha and only became known and studied in the Western culture around 100 years ago. Unfortunately, today there are still some people who have not heard about Buddhism or the Buddha. Many may know a little bit about meditation by a yoga, classwork, or the popular media. And today, in the USA, approximately only 6% of the population identify as a Buddhist. And of that demographic, approximately 45% are the Oriental heritage. The Buddhism in the West has not been well understood. Many people of the Christian faith reject it outright, as they believe it involves some form of the idol worship. It also appears to some Western observers that there is a growing awareness of Buddhism and the Buddhist practice. There are some great moral teachers who have had their students and writings widely available in the USA. The most known teachers are His Holiness Dalai Lama from Tibet, Master Ajahn Chah from Thailand, and Zen Master Thich Nhat Hanh from Vietnam. However, the spread of Buddhism is very slow and often limited by the ethnic practice. And now when we talk about the Buddhism in America, we can see the ethnic practice very clearly. If you have a chance to visit a Vietnamese temple in these states, you can see that most of the people who came are the middle age or older. And these people we call the first generation. And the young generation come to the temple much less often and usually only for holidays. We can call these young people the second generation. And now, the question arises, why does the second generation not practice in the same manner that their parents do? Why? I think there are several obvious factors. The first, they feel bored with the Buddha's teaching. Is it not a common faith in the US culture? The second, traditional monks and nuns cannot respond easily to the culture and social needs of young people. And the third, differences in language occur as each new generation becomes more adept to the culture around themselves. Many young Vietnamese speak English as their primary language, and Vietnamese poorly. And the vast majority of Vietnamese monks and nuns speak some English, and is often poorly spoken with a strong accent. And the fourth, given the above facts, young people today are less inclined to be monks or nuns, so the clergy are usually directly from Vietnam, which intensifies the cultural issues. And what will happen after the old people, including the monks and nuns of a temple, pass away? More new monks from Vietnam will not be able to address the young temple members in well-spoken English, and donation attendance will diminish. Eventually, Buddhism for ethnic Vietnamese won't be viable, and the ethnic Buddhism will go away because the descendants of so many Vietnamese who came after the war no longer speak Vietnamese, as monks and nuns work to replace their numbers from their homeland. They are confronted with the changing Vietnamese society and increased dependence on English. And who will teach the Buddha Dharma for the second generation? As the third generation comes into adulthood, will there be Vietnamese ethnic Buddhism in the States? I think no. So, if we want to maintain Buddhism in the States, we need to do several things. The first, we need to attract American people and have them learn of our temples and the Buddha's Dharma. The second, most Americans want to do some form of meditation, so if they want, we can provide meditation guidance. And as a son of the Buddha, what can I do? I can commit to supporting the teachings of the Buddha by three ways. The first, encourages monks and nuns to teach Buddha Dharma in English. The second, using language to make a good connection between people and Dharma. I will encourage monks and nuns to use the language to show non-Buddhists some precious values of the Buddha's teaching. And the third, we need our temples in the States to be aware of American culture, not just Vietnamese culture. Because the second generation Vietnamese people who were born in the USA, they know more about American culture than their parents' homeland. So, our temples need to become less ethnic specific and more embracing of all peoples. Anyway, language and culture are the two wings of a bird. If one of them is broken, then the bird no longer flies. I wish that all beings may find peace in their lives. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you have a great day. Thank you. And I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.